What's up, you guys? It's me, your favorite mystical person here on the internet, back with another video on numerology. Today we're talking about numero tres. Yes, number 3. So before I start, if you guys haven't already, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in working with me, you could find all my services in my description box. And let's get into this video. Numerology 3, it really packs a punch. This is a very big number. The number 3 is a very lively number. So this number represents creativity. It's a very artsy number. It's a number that's associated with just being very social and being very intellectual as well. This number gives the energy of charisma, especially people born under this numerology. They're very charismatic characters, making somebody that's born under this number very popular. Another thing associated with this number is confidence. This is a very strong number, a very powerful number. Number 3 also gives the energy of optimism. It gives life, you know, it just really uplifts you. And this number is a very wise number because, again, this number is associated with the intellect. This makes them very wise because they just have so much knowledge, an abundance of knowledge. In astrology, it's associated with the 3rd house. So the 3rd house has similarities to the numerology number 3 because the 3rd house in astrology, it has to do with socializing. Lots of communication, and you know, it's a house that is very youthful. You know, this is where you're learning and you're exploring and you're trying new things. 3rd house is ruled by Gemini, so when you think of the sign of Gemini, you know, it's pretty on par with the numerology number 3, like just this very youthful, vibrant kind of sign. Something interesting about the number 3, I love how it creates the heart symbol. Like literally, you know how you do like I think it's the greater than symbol, and it looks like this, right? And then you put a number 3 and boom, there you go, you get a heart. This number is associated with the heart chakra. It's very linked to the heart chakra. And I love how I'm wearing green today and I'm wearing yellow. My shorts are yellow. This number is also linked to the solar plexus as well. Somebody born under the number 3, they're very in tune with their heart chakra. So this makes somebody very young at heart. They're very loving, very giving kind of people. So they just have a really big heart. And you know, they're very true to themselves. That's also very much so heart chakra, solar plexus as well. And I'm going to get into the solar plexus in a little bit. With these two chakras combined, that's very much so speaking to just like this youthful, vibrant, loving energy. You just have like this excitement for life, like everything is fresh and new. Now with the solar plexus, this goes back to the idea that the number 3 is associated with that confidence. Somebody born under the number 3, they have a very strong solar energy. They just radiate so big because they're just so authentic and truthful to themselves. The number 3 is associated with truth. So being true to yourself, speaking your truth, going back to the communication element with this number, you know, this person speaks from their heart. This gives somebody a lot of passion. The number 3 is associated with the signs Gemini and Sagittarius. And I talked a little bit about Gemini earlier, but these signs are very adventurous, very experimental, very dynamic kind of energy, okay? And also something else about these signs, more so Gemini, they're very curious. And that's because it goes back to the element of the number 3 that has to do with the intellect, learning, experiencing, trying new things. This is how these people stay youthful, especially mentally, because they're always open to learn. Learning literally stimulates them. Learning literally gives them life. Now we're going to talk about Hindu astrology. So in Hindu astrology, the number 3 is associated with the planet Jupiter. The planet Jupiter is a planet that has to do with knowledge, it has to do with speech, and it has to do with expansion, especially of of the mind. Western astrology and Hindu astrology, when it comes to the number 3, they're pretty much on the same page with this. It's just with Hindu astrology, they lean more towards the 9th house aspect, the Jupiterian aspect. Still, either way, the 9th house and the 3rd house are on the same axis, so there's similar qualities. Jupiter is a planet that encourages pushing past boundaries and limitations, because this is a planet that has to expand. It needs a lot of space. There is like this element of detachment with this number, because especially people born under this number, they can't be too attached to things, because that weighs them down or that makes them feel stuck. So they just need a lot of freedom. So with the number 3, it's a number that speaks to freedom, and so does Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of just having a lot of free will. The number 3 has a very giving kind of vibe to it. That's because of that Jupiterian element to it. They're very charitable, and oftentimes Jupiterian types, they do this through their knowledge, and that is their way of giving back to people. This is their way of helping people, especially helping uplift people. So the number 3 is very supportive when it comes to knowledge that gives you that key to free yourself, giving you that key to freely be yourself as well, because the more you know, especially about yourself, and you understand yourself, that's your key to freedom. The number 3 is very supportive of authenticity. This is a very authentic number. Due to the Jupiter influence when it comes to Hindu astrology in the number 3, this speaks to good fortune. So somebody born under the number 3, it's this element of number 3 that is just very open and very passionate about life. It has a frequency of blessing to it. Somebody born under this number, they're oftentimes blessed, or at least they appear that way, and that's because of their positive attitude on life. You know, how they're just open-minded. They're always looking for the opportunities. They're always attracting opportunities. The heart chakra is linked to attraction. So you're just always attracting benefactors in your life, whether it's people, knowledge, whatever the case may be. It's always something that's going to benefit you and allow you to be in the best places. This is why Jupiterian types, or even Sagittarian types, they always just come across like they're just a lucky human being, and it's not necessarily that per se. It's just more so is their approach to life. When you approach life in a very high vibrational, positive way, and you don't get weighed down by things like negative emotions, low vibrational things, you just start to align and ride the frequencies of attracting high vibrating things that are beneficial to you, things that are going to uplift you. And this creates this situation where it appears as if it's fortunate. The number 3 is about embracing life, you know, and embracing connecting with life. So somebody that's born under the number 3, they oftentimes have a very healthy connection with just universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And they oftentimes feel favored by the universe because they just have this desire to connect with it and just have such a good relation with it. And they do. So this is why they end up getting blessed by the universe. They're fortunate. And something else I wanted to note, as far as like attracting good things, when you go back to the symbol of the number 3, they're attracting great things. And when I say great, I mean like really big things in their life, or they just attract a lot of energy to them. Okay, a lot of people just gravitate to their energy because their energy is just so fun, it's so big, it's just so bright. Just be careful of who's around you, because while you may attract a lot of good people, you can attract people that can also want to use your energy or drain your energy in some way, shape, or form. So just kind of, you know, remember to put your boundaries. But other than that, like, this just makes somebody just like this very exalted kind of person. They're very blessed to have community. Community is all over, it's global. Okay, so you get love anywhere you go. Anywhere you travel, you receive love. So somebody born under the number 3, they're blessed to have a lot of support, and have a lot of support from people all over, especially in high places as well. So let's talk more about a person that has the life path number 3, or this is their birth number. And I know like here and there throughout the video I did mention things, but this is their path. This is what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be doing a path that allows them to connect with their creativity. So being very creative. So they would do well in professions having to do with the intellect, so like teaching, the media, where they could speak a lot. Anything related to do with art as well is another one, because that allows them to bring out their passion and their expression and again be in that creative flow. Lightening their energy is very essential in this lifetime. This life path number is very youthful. You know, it has a very young energy, and I'm not saying that they're immature or they don't have responsibilities, but for the most part, they don't get weighed down by things that go on in this third dimension that we live in. Like, they're very much so detached. So working on that sense of detachment, you know, not getting bogged down by heavy emotions, not getting bogged down by too many responsibilities. A motto that really comes to mind for this birth number is travel lightly. And ironically, a plane is passing by. So that's confirmation for you. Okay, so travel lightly, and that's figuratively speaking in the sense of like just keeping your energy light. When you have a light energy, you're not carrying all this baggage with you throughout life. This allows you to go really far places and really high places as well. But also quite literally, these people are meant to travel a lot. So, you know, traveling to different cities and countries and things, you know, these people are very on the go. These people are like the movers and the shakers. Like, they cannot stay put whatsoever. They have to constantly change their environment. They have to constantly be seeing new scenery, learning new things, meeting new people. Like, this is a very busy number. Okay, so really just keep yourself stimulated. This is how you keep yourself alive. This is how you keep yourself youthful. Another important aspect of the birth number, life path number 3, is following your heart, doing what makes you happy. You know, it doesn't matter what other people think about it. It doesn't matter what other people think you should be doing. You do what is true to you, what makes you happy, what makes you feel good. So follow your heart, follow your passions. And trust me, you're going to live a very prosperous and abundant life. Your focus in this lifetime is just to be free. This person, they are very good at getting out of sticky situations or very heavy situations. Why? Because these people have so much knowledge. They know so much. So they tend to use what they know and apply it to their life. And this is what makes somebody very wise. It's not just they're just taking in information and doing nothing with it. Like, no, they accumulate knowledge, not only because it does genuinely make them happy, but they accumulate knowledge to actually use it, you know, to elevate in life, you know, and to live a more freer life. Because again, this goes back to the idea, the more you know, the more knowledge you unlock in life, the more freer you are. Why? Because you're not mentally imprisoned. Lastly, we're talking about the angel number. So what does it mean when you see the angel number 333? Okay, so first, this is spirit inviting you to get social. Okay, so this is going to be a time where you're receiving a lot of info, you're learning a lot. 333 also represents where during this time you're going through a lot of expansion, you're up leveling. And it also indicates a lot of great things are coming to you. Okay, you're attracting a lot of beneficial things. This could be a time where you just feel very fortunate. Just a lot of good things are coming your way, and you know, things are just flowing for you. I know they associate the number 5 with change, but I would even say number 3 could be very changeable as well. Seeing this angel number, it indicates a lot of things are changing around you. Why? Well, first of all, because you're up leveling, and naturally when you up level, a lot of things change. Okay, so a lot of change is around you and you're having to make a lot of decisions. When you see the angel number 333, this is spirit telling you whatever decisions that you're having to make, whatever changes that you're having to make, follow your heart, listen to your heart, and do what makes you happy. And overall, seeing 333 can indicate that you're just in a joyous period in your life where you just feel very happy. You just feel ecstatic about life. You're just loving life. That is all I have for this numerology video. I hope you guys found this insightful and enjoyable. If this is your life path number or even your birth number, leave it down below. I want to hear all about your experience. If you have any other questions, leave it down below as well. Please like, share, and subscribe. And again, if you guys are interested in working with me, you can find all my services on Etsy or even my website, Cosmic Star Astrology. Follow me on Instagram, Cosmic Star Astrology, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.